Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope you're all having a great Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. So I'm going to do something that I've never done before. This is the first time I'm ever doing this. And, as you guys know, if you follow my channel, you know that I've done a lot of junk journal flip through videos. I've done some vintage journaling where I just kind of put together, vintage journals, things like that. But for the first time ever, and I'm so excited about it, I have created my very first digital journal kit that you guys can download at home and create your own journal or your own folios, your own wallets, your own pockets, whatever your heart's desire. And this kit is available. It is for sale in my Etsy shop. So I will put the link to my Etsy shop below in the description so that you can click that and head on over and purchase this kit. As of right now, this kit is on sale. It is 50% off, guys. If you want to purchase this kit, please do so now while it's on sale. I believe it's only on sale for the next couple of days. Now, I released this kit over about 2 weeks ago, so I'm a little late on getting this video done on showing you guys what is in this kit and what we're going to be, or what I'm going to be doing with this kit, as I have been inspired by other YouTubers who do this kind of thing to make a journal out of my kit and make videos and tutorials as I go along. So that you guys can follow along if you want to. If you purchase this kit and you want to follow along and make your own journal, again, that would be wonderful because that's my goal. So every week, I would say about 2 days a week, I'm going to upload a new video to add on to the journal that we're going to be creating out of this kit. So this kit, guys, it's called First Snow. It is a wintry type kit. Yes, it's a holiday / Christmassy feel, but it's not. I didn't really concentrate too much on the holiday Christmassy theme. I mostly went with like a wintry theme, so this way you can enjoy this kit, create whatever you want out of this kit, all the way up until spring. Because once Christmas is over, you don't really want to continue making a Christmas journal, right? I mean, you might if you want to. There's nothing wrong with that. But 9 times out of 10, once the holidays are over, you want to move on and you want to start, a journal for the next holiday or the next season. So I created more of a wintry feel in this kit so that you can enjoy it for months to come. I had a lot of fun making this kit, and I know I'm going to have even more fun creating beautiful things out of this kit in a journal, and different things that will go into the journal. It's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, I was inspired by a few other YouTubers who do the same thing, and I said, you know what? I've always wanted to make my own digital kit, so why don't I take to my YouTube channel and show everybody the kit and make a journal out of it and share that experience with everybody and allow them to follow along and join me if they, would love to do so. So first I'm going to show you what is in this kit, and then I'm going to show you what I have put together that I'm going to use, items that I'm going to use to create the journal using this kit. So this particular kit has 11 journal sheets. It has 6 background sheets and 7 ephemera sheets and 1 sentiment sheet. Okay, so I'm going to go through and show you. Now with this particular printed kit that I have right here is the kit that I'm going to use for my journal itself. I'm going to make 2 signatures out of it, and I already have the front and the back printed. So I have the front printed with the regular journal sheet, and then the back with some background sheets. So let's go through and show you those first. So I have obviously this front page that you guys have been looking at while I've been blabbing. So we have the winter birch trees and some pine cones and the lantern. Now I love the truck. The truck is very vintage, and the fact that it's like a snowy blue color really made me want to add that. And of course I put a Christmas tree in the back of the truck, And then I added the little ladder on the side of the truck to show that, you know, they went and they chopped down the Christmas tree, right? It's fitting, it goes together. And then of course the snowy weather in the background. It kind of looks like it's a very frosty day, right? So I really liked doing that. And then of course on the back I put a background page, which I added. It is an ombre of like very light orange and like pink, like kind of a very light sunset-y type color. And then I added the holly over here with they're like mulberries, but they're white mulberries. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those. So I added this background page. I thought that was really, really pretty. And so here, this type of page is perfect for journaling on, right? Perfect for writing. I know that there are some other, you know, people who make digital journal kits. While they're all absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, I noticed that some of them don't create pages that allow you to write, right? So that's what I did here, and I created a couple of these so that you can, you know, actually use it as a journal as it's intended. So with this, I added, it's like, you know, the white mulberry, and then, you know, some white wintry flowers on both sides, and again here in the center on both sides, because once you fold it, you know, you're gonna have one side. So you'll be able to write, and I don't intend on covering these parts up as I make the journal. I'm going to leave these parts blank so that again you can use them for writing. And on the back I printed the same kind of background page. It is an ombre. It goes from like white to blue back to white, polka dot page. And there's, you know, the white wintry flowers and some ferns right here. I thought that was really pretty and really went with the aesthetics of the kit. So there is that page. And then right here we have kind of the same thing. It is, you know, a page for writing so that you can journal on it. And I put the really pretty bow right here. I love this bow. I thought this bow was really, really pretty. And then I added, you know, some frosty backgrounds as if, you know, it's been snowing. And then the white mulberries here on either side. So again, that's another page that you can journal on without having to add separate blank pages in there to journal. You can actually journal on the you know, the kit itself, so that you can kind of stay with the theme, right? And then on the back of this one, I did the same thing. It's kind of an ombre. It goes from like a gray to a blue to a gray. And then here is the pine. I put the pine branches here. I thought that was really pretty and also went with the aesthetics of that as well. So there's that. And then here we have another page that will allow you to journal. And right here we have the antlers. I thought that was really pretty. And then of course I added some snowflakes to go around this one. And then the blues and things like that. So I really thought that doing this type of journal page was a really good idea. So on the back of this one, I have this background, which is kind of a frosty, snowy background with some of the blue flowers and the snowflakes, and they're like the oil, or the watercolor that looks like frost, you know, like frost is building up on your window kind of thing. So that's what I did with that. And then I believe this is the last, is this the last one that's like that? Yes, this is the last page that is like that, where you can journal. And I added some flowers, some really pretty wintry flowers, and then there's some roses in there too. I don't know if you can see that, and a few daisies as well. Daisies are not really a winter flower, but I thought that they went really well with the theme of this. I don't know why, I just thought that they were really pretty. And then of course you got some pine branches here and some ferns and things like that. And the little blue wintry flowers and you know, some writing in the background and things. Thought that was really pretty. And then on the back of this, now this background does not come with the kit, but if you do want, I just kind of threw this on there because I came across this background, or I'm sorry, I came across these items, And I created this background out of these items after I released the kit. So I thought, okay, this would look really pretty in the kit for my personal journal. So if you are interested in this background, you can go ahead and shoot me an email. I will put my email address in the description below and say, hey Jenny, do you mind, throwing me this background? And I will send you this background for free. All you have to do is tell me what your name is, and I will look that up to see if you have purchased this kit in my Etsy store, and I will say, okay, yes, if you purchased the kit and you want this background, no problem, I will send you this background at no charge. So yeah, so I decided to put this background on the back. I thought that was really pretty. There's 2 different types of pine cones, and then of course the pine branches and some regular branches and things like that. I thought it was really pretty. Okay guys, moving on. So this background, I love this background. We have the deer here with the log cabin and the snowman. I even added a little wreath above the door on the cabin, and there's some branches with the little frosties, I guess, here that indicates that it's really cold, it's snowing. And then some holly and some pine up here. The lantern here, I love the lantern, and some writing and things like that. I really, my main focus was to make it look like it was very, very snowy, very frosty, very cold. So I personally think that I achieved that, and I hope you guys agree as well. So on the back of this page, it's just a regular, it is kind of an ombre-ish. You got like the frosty blues and grays in the background, then of course the little silver snowflakes that I added on. I thought that was pretty too as a background page. So there's that. And then the next one here is also very pretty. It's very like watercolor like. You have your mulberries here and your branches and pine cones. And you can see the holly back here. It's like a watercolor holly. And then of course the pine cone hanging with some writing in the background and things like that. I got some snowflakes here and here and here and kind of scattered about. I thought that was really pretty. And on the back of this is kind of the same thing, but in blue, and the snowflakes on this are white instead of silver. So it's kind of a blue and white frosty color in the background with the white snowflakes that I added. So I thought that was really pretty too. And when you guys purchase this kit, by the way, these background pages are available to print separate, obviously. So if you want to do this, you would have to either own a double-sided printer or, print your main page and then go ahead and flip your page over, put it back in the printer, and then print the background page on it. Okay. And then this, guys, I love this one too. This one is very, very snowy, very frosty. You have the rabbit here and the bear tree with the lantern and the bird and the pine tree with all the snow on it. And I put a little star on top just to kind of add to the holiday aesthetics, but not too much. There's the moon over here to show that it is in fact nighttime. You can see that it is heavily snowing with the deer. I mean, it's snowing so heavily that the deer has snow all over its back and all over its head. It's even got snow on his little nose. And then of course I don't know if this, okay, so I'm gathering that this is a church because there is a little cross on top, as you guys can see, but it kind of looks like a house, right? So I guess you can say it can be either or. I did add some decorations. I added the little bag branches here. There's the snow boots outside the door and the little wreath here and then the little heart hanging. And then of course the lantern and then the tall pine trees in the background behind the house. And again, you can see that it is nighttime and it's snowing very heavily and it's very, overcast, so it kind of gives you the feel of a very heavy snowy night. So I thought that was really pretty. And then on the back of this I have the silver snowflakes background. This page here, I also love this page. It's kind of a scene within a scene, I guess you can say. And then you have the writing in the background, and you can see that it is dark and snowy. It's kind of like a little forest here, but it's within, you know, you have the outer and then you have the inner, right? So I kind of wanted to make that like a 3-dimension, 2-dimension, 3-dimension. Then you have the snowflakes, and I even put some roses in here, guys, too. I thought that was really pretty. And then some of the branches here, I don't know, I was kind of going along when I was creating this page, and this is what I came up with, and I was like, I really, really like that. So that's how that turned out. And then on the back of this, we have the snowflakes again, but the white ones with the blue background. This page, kind of the same thing, walking in a winter wonderland. So me personally, I live in Florida. I live in Southwest Florida, where it's even hotter, but I was born and raised in upstate New York. So I know what brutal winters are, right? And I know what, you know, wintry Christmases are like and things like that, and the excitement of it. I mean, I've been in Florida for over 6 years, and don't get me wrong, I do miss the snow around the holidays, but I don't miss the heavy winters and the shoveling in the snow and the driving in the snow and the cleaning off your car and having to bundle up every time you want to go outside and stuff like that. Me personally, there are a lot of people that love to do that, but me personally, I dealt with that for 36 years, so I'm good. But I do miss having snow around the holidays. That I definitely do miss. So you know, doing things like this kind of brings me back, you know. So Walking in a Winter Wonderland, it's one of my favorite Christmas songs, or Christmas Carol, Christmas songs, I don't know, but I love that Christmas song. So I wanted to add that. And then of course the heart wreath here with the candle and my favorite bow. I had to put my favorite bow in there, and you know, some background writing. There's snowflakes. I even put some snowflakes along the top, the white mulberries, the pine tree with the little bird in it, and then the branches here. I thought that was really pretty. And then of course the background is like a frosty blue and white, so you can tell that it's very winter-like. And then on the back of this, I put the silver snowflakes with the blue background, or the more of a, yeah, it's like a blue, but it's like a gray and blue background. And then on this page, let's see, this is the last main page, and then we'll get into the ephemera pages, guys. So on this page, I really like this one too, obviously. We have the gate here with the owl, and we have the ice gates. So I would kind of imagine that when you walk through this gate, beyond this gate, there might be a pond or an ice skating rink, right? So that's kind of the feel I get. And then of course I have the ice crystals up here to indicate the ice, because I put the ice skates. And then there's the wolf right here, guys. And again, it's heavily snowing. He's got snow all over him. He's got snow on his head, on his neck, on his back. It's really coming down. So I also added some of the flowers and the background writing and the pine trees and the branches and things like that to really make it look as wintry as possible. And again, with the ice up here and then the ice skates, you know that there's a pond nearby for some ice skating, right? So I thought that was pretty cool. And then of course I had to put the bow on the gate just to kind of add to that, because it looked a little plain. So I said, I gotta put some kind of decor on this gate. So I thought that looked really pretty. And then on the back of this, again, snowflakes with the blue background and the white snowflakes themselves. Okay guys, on to the ephemera, which is really my favorite part of this entire kit, and you guys will see why. There's a lot of ephemera here, a lot of possibilities. You could do a lot of things with this ephemera. All right, so the first page, as you can see, there's 8 pieces of ephemera here, all different sizes. We even have the postcards, and again, Walking in a Winter Wonderland, Let It Snow. I have a little version here, if you guys can see that. Let me lift that up for you guys. A little version here of kind of one of the main pages where it's like a scene within a scene kind of thing, you know. And then I have you know, the house here with the pine tree, sorry, the lantern and the snowflakes, and then the antlers here, another lantern with a little bird and the branches. And then of course this is, I love this, it's beautiful. You have the gingham background with the bird on the branch here, and then the wintry flowers. So pretty. And of course I have the ephemera printed on very thick cardstock paper. But with a lot of things that we're going to be doing with this journal, I'm going to be doubling up on this to make them even sturdier, and you guys will see why as we go along. Okay. And then this one here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of ephemera on this page. As you guys can see, a lot of different ephemera. There's a beautiful saying over here, or beautiful, it's more, it's a quote, but it's a long quote. Very beautiful with the wreath type pattern. And then right here is a beautiful winter wreath with my favorite bow in the background. The holly here with the branches and the icy scene here, the bunny rabbit. And then you have this, it's like kind of a 3-tier tray, and you got some pine cones and mulberries and branches and flowers and all kinds of stuff on here to, you know, use as decor, something that you would put together to, you know, decorate your house for the holidays or for the winter months. And then of course this beautiful bow as well on the polka dot background. Okay, and then of course the white mulberry here, and then another polka dot background here with the 2 birds. And I look at them, they're together, and I think of the movie Bambi, and I look at them and I say they're definitely Twitter-pated, right? So they're flying together. You can tell that they, you know, they're enjoying the winter, they're loving it, with the little flowers right here. So I thought this was a really pretty page as well. Okay. And then this one has 4 pieces of ephemera, but they are bigger so that you can use these as pockets. You can use them to, you know, tuck into bigger pages. There's a lot of different things you can do with these bigger ones. You have the white wolf with the star in the background and the wintry type watercolor feel. Down here you have the deer, he's got the little scarf on, and the heart wreath with the candle, the bag with the branches, and then I added some more branches on the outside of that to kind of fill it up. And then down here is another postcard. And I put the flowers and the wreath right in the middle of that. I thought that was really pretty. And then here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces of ephemera on this page, guys. We have the deer here, and of course, again, it's snowing very heavily because he is just covered in snow. And then the owl here, I put the little moon behind the owl. I thought that was pretty. Hello Winter, with a cup of what looks like hot cocoa, and it looks delicious. I might have to make some hot cocoa after this video. And it has the gingham background. Here we have the polka dot background with the winter boots, and I put a little bird on top of the boots. And then of course the holly and the pine cones and stuff around it. I thought that was really pretty. And of course I had to add the ice skate, guys, and I added a little blue pine cone to that. Here we have the star and the bird with some writing in the background. A lot of writing on a lot of these pages. I figure it made it look very vintage-like. I love the way it looks when I add the writing, right? So like on this one, there's the lantern with the holly and the bird and the writing. Right here is just plain snowflakes, guys. I put some little lights in the back, if you guys can see that. They're like the blurry lights. And then I added the snowflakes. Right here we have the gingham background with the flowers that go around it and some pine cones. Another gingham background page with the wreath, and right in the middle of the wreath is the little wolf face. He's so adorable. Right here we have a little postcard with, you know, the holly and the mulberries and the pine cones and some snowflakes and some writing and things. And then right here we have the polka dot background with a pine tree and a lot of snow, right? You can tell it's snowing very heavily. Very pretty. This one is my favorite one, guys. So you can use this, there's 4 of them here. You can use these for tags, mostly, a lot of these for tags. You can use these as belly bands. You can use these as little side tuck spaces, like you can glue here, here, and here, so that you can tuck things on the inside. So many possibilities with these four, okay? And I made them long on purpose because, again, you can use them for so many things. Tags, long tags that can fit down all the way into a whole page. Belly bands, you know, that will fit across or up and down a whole page. And again, the tuck pieces. So I thought this was a really cool idea to do this. I love this, obviously heavily snowing. It's got the lantern and the little, I think that's a white fox, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like a white fox. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it's a little wolf or a fox, but to me it looks like a fox. And he's kind of laying down in the snow and he's drifting off to sleep, enjoying it. And then of course the white mulberries. This is a little bouquet that I put together. I added my favorite bow. I added some greenery here, the watercolor mulberries, the branches, and then of course in the background the ombre, it goes from white to blue. Very pretty. This, I made it kind of look like you're looking out of a window, right? So I put this here to make it look like the design on the window, and then you're looking out into a wintry forest. And then I added the lantern hanging from the center of the window, and I put a little bird on there and the little bow here on the bottom. Winter forest wildlife, guys, so I had to add more deer because why not? You know, when you look out in the forest and it's winter, you always expect to see some deer, right? So again, as before, a couple times before, it's heavily snowing. They're both covered with snow, but they seem to be loving it, right? So it's very heavily snowing. I got some big silver snowflakes in here as well. You can tell they've been trotting through the snow because it's kind of whipped up down here at the bottom. So again, a lot of possibilities that you can do with this ephemera page. And then this one, guys, I really love this one as well. And like this one that I just showed you, you can kind of do the same things. You can use these, I mean, they'll be thick if you want to use them as belly bands, but you can still use them as belly bands. You can use them as tags, absolutely, long tags, tuck spots. With these, I have the rounded corners. I made the corners rounded. So that kind of saves you time from using your corner punches and making them round yourself. Again, like with the last one that I just showed you guys, the corners are not round, they are sharp corners. So with this one, I figure I would make the corners rounded to make your guys' life a little bit easier. These ones, the colors on these are very dense, as you can see, especially this one. It is black, but that kind of indicates that it's really, really dark outside. So I added a little bit of light in here with the wreath, the bow, the antlers, the snowy tree, the pine cones, the mulberries. There's a little branch right here, and then some little tiny snowflakes around, big snowflake here. I mean, the aesthetics on this one, oh my goodness. I really had a lot of fun making this one. This one too, wisdom comes with winter. I had to add that little quote on there. And then of course you have the pine branches. And again, I don't know what this little guy is, if he's like a fox with antlers or a wolf with antlers. He doesn't really look like a deer to me. I don't know, but he nevertheless is absolutely adorable. So I had to add him on there. And then of course we got some branches here and some flowers here. And then over here, I wonder if the snow loves trees and fields that it kisses them so gently. And then it covers them up snug. You know, with white quilt, and perhaps it says, "Go to sleep, darlings, until summer comes again," by Lewis Carroll. I love that little quote. I had to add that in there. It's nighttime, so we had to add the moon, and it's snowing heavily with the snowman and the rabbit and the tree and the branches and all kinds of stuff going on here. So I also really like this ephemera page. Lots of things that you can do with this as well. And the last ephemera page, guys, I'm going to show you this before I show you the sentiment page. So there are 6 pieces of ephemera on this page, all different. This one, it's kind of like a postcard a little bit, but I just added the stamp here. And to appreciate the beauty of a snowflake is necessary to stand out in the cold. Aristotle said that, guys. I love that saying too. And of course, my favorite bow here with the green branch. And then I added the pine cone here, some watercolor hollies and holly, I'm sorry, hollies. Watercolor holly and stuff over here. I thought that was really pretty. Over here we have another winter scene with some holly and branches up here and a snowflake, a little wooden bird, I guess you can say. There's his little wing and his beak, and it's made out of like a piece of tree trunk, right? You can see that there. It's pretty cool. And then of course the pine tree and the lantern. In the background you can see that it is dark and snowy. Here I put the pine branches heavily over here. I thought that was really cute. I added a little flower. There's a bunny rabbit. He's surrounded by branches and flowers. I thought that was nice, and it has a little bit of a green, like a mint green, and then of course the dark green aesthetics up here. And then down here, I love this one. This is the branched wreath with the pine cones and the pine branches, and then the bird here sitting right on the wreath. Over here we have a very nighttime wintry scene. You can see that it's dark. There's all the stars in the sky with the moon here and some winter flowers. And we have the wolf, and he's howling at the moon, right? Usually wolves howl at full moons, but as far as I know, that's what I've heard anyways. But I thought that this moon was really pretty, so I just kind of added him there. I thought that it went well. And then of course this one we have this little wreath design with the white mulberries here and the bird sitting on the 3-tier stand, and that has some flowers on that stand with the little bow. And then the icy wintry background on that one. All right, so that's it for the ephemera pages. I really hope that you enjoyed those. Again, lots and lots of possibilities with this ephemera. I made sure that I made, quite a bit of ephemera so that you have a lot of different pieces to work with. And then last but not least, guys, is the sentiment page. There are 30 sentiments on this page, guys. And as you can see, they're all different, all very wintry theme. Some of them are easy to cut out, like this one, this one, this one, and this one. You can just kind of go around. But the one with the holly and then the one with the snowflakes might be a little difficult to fussy cut, but I'm confident that you won't really have that hard of a time. There's not really that many. There's like 10 of them that you would have to really take your time as far as the fussy cutting goes, but the rest will be pretty easy. So there are different sayings on a lot of them. I won't say what they all are, but we'll go through some. Like this one, you can't get too much winter in the winter, right? Winter is not a season, it's a celebration. Summer is for surrendering, winter is for wondering. There's many reasons to love winter. No winter lasts forever, no spring skips its turn. So all the sentiments have something to do with winter, and a lot of them are very inspirational. So I was kind of debating on whether or not to do a sentiments page, and I was like, you know what, let me do one. I'll do one sentiment page and I'll put 30 sentiments on there. Of course, you can print more than one of these. If you plan on making a really, really thick journal and you need more sentiments, you can print more than one of these pages so that you'll have 60 or 90 or however many sentiments you want to have. So that's it, guys. That is the kit. That is the first snow kit. And again, this is available for sale in my Etsy store. The link to my store will be in the description below. Right now, over the next couple of days, it is on sale. It's 50% off. I can't remember the exact price, but I want to say it's like $1.56 or something like that, which is a steal considering how many pages you have here in this kit. An absolute steal. So again, that sale is going on for only the next couple of days, so grab it up while you can, and make sure that you check back on this channel often, because I will be uploading videos 1 to 2 days a week, every week, where we will do something new each time to add to this journal until we are all done with the journal. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to show you guys a lot of the things that I put together that are going to help me in creating this journal. So this will also give you guys an idea of things that you can gather, like things that you might have laying around, or if you want to go on Amazon and order different things, or if you want to, you know, go to your local craft store, things like that, to pick up some things that we will be using, or I will be using, to create this journal. So this is just to give you guys an idea. I do have my little, it's a drawer actually, because I put it in my my little tower of drawers. So in here I have a whole bunch of goodies of things that I put together that are going to help me make this journal. So I have lots and lots of you know, ribbons and lace here in this box here. I have these pieces of lace, and of course I have the white and the blue, because as you guys noticed when I was going through, a lot of the aesthetics and the colors in that kit have a lot of white and blue, hence, you know, the winter. Okay, and then I have this too, which is kind of like a burlap with the white lace in the middle. This is going to be a pretty lace to add, or ribbon, I should say, ribbon and lace to add. And right here I have several of these. This is the gold ribbon. This is going to go really pretty with a lot of different areas in the journal. Okay, I thought that that would really, really work out well. And then let's see, lots of laces and ribbons, guys. You can't have too much lace and too much ribbons when it comes to making journals, right? Junk journals anyway. This very pretty white lace, I thought that would go really, really pretty. And then of course I have this very, very silky, very soft, thick blue ribbon here that will just be absolutely gorgeous in this journal. And then right here we have this one as well. It is the handmade holiday time ribbon, and it's got like a burlappy here, and then it's got the gold glitter on the edges. I thought that that was a perfect find too for this type of journal theme. And then I have the little mini ribbons here, guys. I think, do I only have the 3? Yes, I have the cream color, the light blue, and the dark blue. So these are going to be, you know, for tying little bows at the top of your tags and things like that. That's what these are really perfect for. They're very, very soft, very shiny. Okay, and then of course my distress inks. I do have several different distress ink colors, but I thought these two would be more perfect for this type of journal. I have the Dusty Concord and the Speckled Egg. As you can see, that this is like a blue frosty color, and then this is a very light purpley color. So there was some splashes of very light purple in that kit. So that's going to be really pretty as well. So if you don't have distress ink, you can get these in your local craft store, or you can just go on Amazon and get them. They're not expensive at all. They're very, very low in price. And then of course I put together some washi tape, guys. I have a lot of washi tape in my crafting collection. So I went through and I was like, which ones would look really good in this journal? And to my surprise, I didn't have a lot of washi tape that would go with the journal theme, like a lot of different blues and whites and stuff. And I was like, this is weird, because I have a collection of washi tape. Like, how do I not? So I just kind of picked out what I had that would go best with the theme from what I had. So here's like, I got some silver here, silver, light blue, dark blue. These is like a white and a cream. And then a little, like it's like cursive writing and stuff that goes along, and it's got the white background. So out of all the washi tape I had, I figured these would be the best ones to go with the journal theme. I didn't really want to purchase more than I already had, so I just figured I'll just use these ones. These ones are good enough, right? So if you have washi tape, go through your washi tape and see which ones you have would go best with this type of journal theme. Okay, and then of course I gathered up some book pages, guys. These are like holiday theme, like toys, dolls, things like that. So these I can add into my signatures. They're not as big as the pages, but there's like different ways that you can do it to make it look really cute, and I'll show you guys as we go along. So I have that one, and then of course this one with the stocking, very old, very vintagey. And then this one has like the holly and stuff on it. Properly made cozy is almost an essential. To the properly made cup of tea, and no Christmas present could be more acceptable than one of these useful little adjuncts to the tea table. The cozy is made of 2 semicircles of silk, velvet, or satin, which are padded with cotton. So I have no idea, but they're very old, old-timey vintage book pages, okay? This won the Grand Christmas Exhibition. Now open. It's like an old store in Boston. How cool is that? And it's very Christmassy. I have some music pages here, Beautiful Christmas Tide. And here I have some recipe pages for an excellent plum pudding. You know, because of course plum pudding, you can't have Christmas without your plum pudding. And then of course another music page, which is the same thing of A Beautiful Christmas Tide, but it's the like the tea stained color. And then right here another recipe page, which is the tea stained color for Christmas cake and things like that. Coconut cake, coconut rocks, and you know, again, the Christmas cake. Sorry for the background noises, guys. My dog he just woke up, so he's kind of jittery right now. So these are the book pages that I collected that I'm going to put in the journal. And then right here I have some paper doilies. I thought these would go beautiful with the theme that we're working with. There's a whole bunch here, they're just kind of stuck together. But yeah, I love working with paper doilies, and I'll show you different ways that you can use these in your journal as well. I do have some beautiful ribbon here from Plum Boutique. These are sample ribbons. I do have more ribbons from Plum Boutique, but I wanted to kind of use up the samples that I have. So I figured these ones would be perfect to use in our winter journal. So I'm going to incorporate these into that as well. Plum Boutique is a beautiful store that sells ribbons and lace and all kinds of things on Etsy. So I have some wallpaper pieces here. These are, let's see, they are about 10¼ centimeter wide by almost 13 centimeters long. Let's see, in inches, we got 4 inches wide and 5 inches long for the wallpaper. And I have lots of these. They're all the same color. They are in the cream color, but they have like that shininess to them. So I thought that, excuse me, I thought that these would go really well with the journal that we're doing. And I have some sentiment stickers that I picked out. And the reason I picked these specific ones is I have pages and pages of sentiment stickers, but I chose these specific ones because of the type of writing, the font, I should say. It's very Christmassy, very wintry, the font. So that's why I chose this one. So we can just kind of stick them here and there when you're making, you know, different projects to go into your journal. Okay, now here are some fussy cuts. I found these, and please forgive me because I do not remember where I purchased these. I know it was on Etsy, but I purchased these pages and I fussy cutted them. And there's a lot of cute things. We got birds and pine cones and pine branches and little flowers, and we got some holly, and there's even some deer in here, I think, right? Let me see. There's some more birds. Oh, I love this one. That's the holly. I see a deer face. I see a deer face. Yes, right here. Here's a deer. There's a couple deer in here. So, you know, and there's a poinsettia. A lot of different fussy cuts. Fussy cuts, yes, they can be time consuming, but when I cut out fussy cuts, guys, I kind of use it as like a zen moment, if you will. I'll listen to podcasts or audiobooks, or I'll watch YouTube videos or listen to music or whatever while I cut out the fussy cuts. And it seems to go a lot smoother and faster when I do that. It's not as tedious and it doesn't seem as time consuming. Here I have some of these clear stickers. I have some snowflakes here, some doilies, and let's see, little frames. I have these little frames as well, and due to the material and the fact that they are clear, there's a lot of things that you can do with these, and I have a lot of plans for these, so I'll be able to show you those too as we go along. We have some pearls here so that we can add these, you know, throughout, because, you know, pearls. Who doesn't love pearls, right? So that these will definitely come in handy when making this type of journal. So these are they're little pearl stickers. And then I have these stickers, which are very glittery. We got the pine trees and the snowflakes and the deer. Definitely, without a doubt, goes with the theme of our journal, guys. So I threw these in there as well. Those are, I believe, yep, 33 stickers. And then over here, guys, I have my die cuts. So I have, first, we're gonna show you the snowflakes, okay? So I don't know if you guys can see, but they are very shiny, very shimmery. I have them all bunched together. But there's a whole bunch of different sizes of snowflakes, different types, different sizes of snowflakes. So they are very, very shimmery. I used a very shimmery, shiny type paper when I made these die cuts, or when I cut these die cuts out, and I figured that these would be perfect to put in throughout. So I have the white here, and let me set these over here, and then I have the same, but these are in silver. These are the silver die cut snowflakes that I used to cut out on my die cut machine. Now, if you don't have a die cut machine, guys, see, I don't have these on my Etsy store, but if you are interested in getting these snowflakes, just shoot me an email. Again, I will put my email address in the description below, and you can, I guess, pre-order them. Is that what you would call them? And I'll just shoot you a price, and you can give me your information, and we can make a deal, and I can make some of these for you guys. That's no problem at all. But I know a lot of people who do journaling and things like that do already have die cut machines. So you can purchase, you know, different snowflake die cuts on Etsy, or on Amazon, and make them yourself. But again, I used the very shimmery paper to make these. And then using the same type of paper I used to make the flowers here. You know, they're very wintry flowers, and the berries, both in the silver and the white. So we'll be able to use these throughout as well. Okay. And oh, there's a couple fussy cuts down here. Little tiny guys just kind of hanging about. Put them over here. Right here, guys, is the fabric that I had purchased to cover my journal in when it is all done. So you guys can see the design. It's very, very wintry, very pretty. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but there is glitter in the fabric. It's very, very glittery. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm not sure if you can, but there is a lot of glitter in the fabric. I was in the craft store the other day, and I was trying so hard to figure out, because there was so many different winter fabrics, guys. It took me so long to pick the one that I wanted to use to cover my journal when we're done, and I eventually went with this one. So you can cover your journal in, you know, wallpaper, contact paper, regular paper, it doesn't matter, but a lot of people also use fabric, and I prefer fabric, so I went with this to cover my journal. And last but not least, we have some tea stained pages here, guys. These were stained by me. I just kind of put regular copy paper in some boiled tea water and made some tea stained pages, and I'm going to utilize these to add as signatures throughout my journal. Now, I also have these same tea stained pages, but I uploaded them in my Etsy store. here they are right here, so that you can purchase these as well. If you don't want to make your own tea stain pages, you can purchase my tea stain pages that I took literally these tea stain pages and just made copies and uploaded them to my Etsy store so that you can use these as a digital download. It is available as a digital download. You can purchase it to download, and it comes with 4 different tea stain page designs. So you can use these to add as signatures in your journal. So I plan to do that as well. So okay guys, so that is it. And of course there's going to be a lot of bits and bobs and different things that I'm going to be adding into the journal. A lot of recycled material, toilet paper rolls and things like that, all kinds of different things as we go along. So gather up everything that you guys can, and let's just use our imagination and really go to town and make a beautiful journal. I know that this is going to be a lot of fun. You guys are going to have a lot of fun making your journal. If you choose to purchase the kit and follow along with me. Again, it will be 1 to 2 videos every week, so make sure that you guys keep an eye on my channel so that you guys can stay caught up to follow along. If you are not subscribed, please make sure that you definitely subscribe, and make sure that you guys hit that bell notification so that you are notified every time I upload a new video and you won't miss any. So that's very important, because a lot of times if you just subscribe and you don't click on that bell, YouTube won't let you know that I uploaded a new video, and you might miss out on a few steps that we're gonna take to make the journal, which you can always watch back, but then you don't want to have to try and hustle to catch up again if you plan to follow along. So yeah guys, again, this is our first snow journal. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you guys are excited to make yours. So again, my Etsy store link and my email address put in the description of this video. And I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.